Of all the many narrow gauge railways in Ireland, the County Donegal was the longest, the most efficient and the most progressive. In fact, it was able to withstand the competition of cars and lorries much better than some of the others, and it wasn't until the 31st of December 1959 that it finally closed down. In the 15 years since then, a surprising amount of the rolling stock has survived, and now a group of enthusiasts here in Londonderry are hard at work trying to revive at least part of the old railway system.
What? Well, if you complete the painting on that thing there up there. Stay where you are then, you work away on that. What one?
The plans at the moment are to get some protection over the rolling stock. In the long term, to extend this railway from the Craigavon Bridge here down as far as Prehen. We hope to use the rolling stock that we've got, and also to bring up the rolling stock which remains at Strabane and to rebuild some of it for operation on the line.
All this stuff now has been out of action for 15 years. Is it going to be much of a job to get it into working order again?
Very little difficulty with the two rail cars. The two engines, the Gardner engines, can be repaired quite easily. They're almost intact with one or two pieces missing. Indeed, we hope to have one of them in operation within the next few weeks. In the long term, the steam locomotive behind me, Columkill, needs considerable attention to the boiler, possibly new tubes. We can't just light a fire in her and get her going just like that, but it is certainly a possibility that we should have her steaming within possibly 12 months.
You have a membership of around about 150. Is the idea to run it purely as something for your members, or is it going to be really a tourist attraction to bring people up here?
Well, the idea is really to cater for as many people as possible. Initially, we feel that this is going to be a local amenity, a local attraction, something being built up in Londonderry, but also we feel it could be a tourist attraction such as the railways in Britain, the Festiniog Railway and many others which attract large numbers of people each year, especially in the tourist season during the summer.
And naturally enough, your biggest problem is presumably that of finance. How are you working out there?
Well, so far this year we've raised over £1,000 to establish the track which you see here on which this rolling stock is parked. We do need more financial assistance, and we've looked to the local council for help. Their source of financial help should be the Northern Ireland Tourist Board. So far the Tourist Board doesn't seem to have spent a lot of money in the Londonderry area recently. Indeed, nothing was spent west of the Sperrins last year. So we're hopeful that the council can approach the Tourist Board and convince them that this is a project which is well worth support.
Well, I sincerely hope a lot of help. The council, we've discussed it very fully, and the council have indicated their agreement to help the society in any way they can. It's, as you know yourself, it's a statutory function of the council for tourism. At the present time, the only thing we can offer the tourists in the city here are 2 cathedrals and a lot of bomb damage. So this, I feel, and the council feel, that it will be a good amenity for tourism.
And this, of course, will act as a link or a feeder to your big recreation complex. What are you going to have up there?
Well, it's not a recreational complex as far as buildings or anything is concerned. It's going to be putting greens and playing fields generally, and we hope to have a restaurant and boating. We hope to join both sides of the river by boat and bring the people and join the city indeed, bring the people from one side of the city over to the complex by boat, and then perhaps the train could bring them back into the city, this side of the river.
Well, you're pushing ahead with your plans then for this area. How long will it be before it's ready?
The park itself? Well, I would like to think that it'll be before our end of term, which is another 2.5 years of the council. I would like to think it's well in hand, if not finished.
But the council sees the restoration of this part of the railway as an essential part of your plans?
I would like to think so. I myself think so, and I think they do too.
So the whole thing really boils down to money, though?
Indeed it does, and money is very tight at the present time. But I think we can manage. I hope we can anyway.
Watch now. Watch. Right, break.